Anyway, I'm still here to tell the story, and I could have run out like a criminal, like, alright then, you've done this to me, you've said this about my family, you destroyed my brother's monument, blah blah, and that was it. But I'm just handling it like a clever kid, mate. I'm handling it the way I'd expect other lads who get in a situation like this to handle it. You know, push it away a bit, let them come at you, chat up, don't react, give it a year, two, give it 3 years, hopefully it'll die down. If it gets intense, alright then, take it on the chin, you've got too much to lose, you've had a baby, there's jail involved, you've got a little car for yourself, a little money revenue coming in from whatever means. You know, don't break that little thing you've got going because you've got a nugget like the Stalker coming at you chatting major. If it intensifies, you're not in the game. You've got a family, you've got everything he wants. He's fuming, he's getting more envious over the years, he's jealous of you. And then if he brings the police into it, look, I judge the probation service, the social services, the judges, the briefs, I police them all as feds. It's all the same tree trunk. They're just different branches of the same trunk. So when you start going down the legal avenue to shut me up after what you're screaming about me, total lies, horrendous lies, targeting me, behind the scenes going all out to try and cancel every platform I've got all over the gaff, and then you come at me with trying to shut me up because I'm speaking truth. Well, that's it. You've got a whole different theatre rolling now. What you've done is you've brought a psychological up in your head what you think is a war. I don't know why you think this is a war. I don't know why you thought you could win it. You've stepped into a theatre of a psychological war with me, and now you've sent that paper to me. That's you entering the physical realm in this bullshit. Now you're bringing that bullshit in your head that you've had against me. You've brought it into the open now and touched me with a physical thing instead of, it's all been psychological. You've never got near me. I haven't hid. It's always been your mouth and your mentality and your stalking. But that letter now, it's like it's direct contact, and it's like you brought that into the physical realm. So now you've started that process in the physical realm that paper's created. So now it escalates into a different process, and you're going to suffer through this process. Like I've been suffering internally in here, and you haven't in there because you've been with your money, your drugs, flying on my name, flying on it, whatever. Now it's your turn, just like English, just like all of them. I'm going to watch the process. I'm a big part in all your processes, I reckon. I reckon I'm going to end up a part in the English process, to be honest. But now you've brought it into the real realm, and all the suffering I've done for 8 years, I'm going to watch you suffer for 8 years or double in the physical realm, and everyone else is. Just being exposed as a nasty fly with a crazy possession and obsessiveness. And as I say, over the years, they've probably got all sorts of mad shit off women, different lads, different victims in Wales, Ellesmere Port, DHBs. All this compiled just goes, he's a madness, him. And because he gets thrown in newspapers all the time, and he gets splashed across news tellies all the time, and he's dead relevant on social media all the time with his little journalist friends, he just gets wrote off. All the stuff that made him elevate is just finished in a flash, because all them papers and that what were bigging him up and giving me attention, they're now exposing him for being a lying, horrible, nasty narcissist who damages everything. So that'll be my end game. Not seeing him with a bullet in his head. Not seeing his children harmed. Not seeing his all that, like what he's done to me, basically. Not seeing all that to him. Just letting justice unfold. sitting there and being like, he won't stop, obviously. He'll get back out down there and he'll kick back in, but you know, at least I've had a little 4 years to crack on, secure myself, enter the opportunities without a little stalking group coming at me. That little 4 years of silence, able to focus on the knife message, getting out there, encouraging everything, me kids, me bird, move on. At the moment, while he's at this, I can't really, it's difficult to function. Like, look at the allegations he's using. And when you go outside, if no one's really known about you, and they just see one clip of him screaming, he's this, he's that, it's very, very, very damaging for you, isn't it? You know how it is. I've been there before in 218 with him. Honest to God, it was horrendous, mate. People that I really thought were on board or switched on me overnight because they believed him and not me. He just set the narrative, and then the organised crime groups went with the narrative and pushed it. And whoever sets the narrative basically wins, that gets ahead in the race. If there's a thing going on, a little bit of conflict and starts coming out, whoever sets that narrative against who, they get ahead in the race. And if there's loads of people and loads of people on platforms coming through going, yeah, that's true, it just... Especially when you're fresh in the game. Freedom is your peace. Exactly that. Freedom of mind, mate. I've to go wrong in this process. Nothing. Yeah, I've reacted. I said a few little mad things which you think are last deep. But I've come from a deep criminal file and background. And that deepness is always going to be there, that depth, that substance. You know, it's part of who I am. And if I get in situations where I'm feeling like everything I've worked for is at risk here, you're gonna start hearing that little thing, isn't it? You know, when you've got a constant coming in your life, dragging it, altering it, messing with it, allegations, accusations, people interested, all of a sudden, accusation, not interested. It's like he hears from someone, they're interested in him, and if he gets signed up there, he's gonna fly out or whatever. And he just go bam and start sabotaging it. Why else does he just burst out like that and start going mad? There's a few things. One makes sense when I started speaking about organised crime groups and some unsolved murders in Liverpool, like the Ellis Cox murders and shit like that. When I started speaking about him, he just like, I don't know. But then at the same time, there's loads of little angles, and the whole point of me not engaging with the is to, so we can sow that seed of confusion in one's mind. If you get what I'm saying, when you start thinking that angle, could it be this angle, could it be that angle, could it be this, you just end up accusing all sorts of people. When you come back into the country via Scotland, if your face is on a camera, you'd probably be alright if you're on a little snide, little two-seater plane. But if your face is on a camera, mate, you're arrested. You're wanted for questioning with some serious allegations, mate. And I don't think it's just against me, you know. I could tell the way they were moving. They were very interested, but they just needed the things that was valid. They got a phone call while he was in here. And these were the right things. All I heard the policeman saying, yeah, he's doing everything we ask him of him. And that was it, they got the shit. What did he ask for? Look at the contents, his profiles, what's his profiles, what's his address, have you got an image of him? That was it. And bailed. So it was just like, alright, this is another victim, this is another person. Is everyone just getting... And the reason why they're doing this, and probably not taking a statement straight away, is to prolong his time in custody when he arrives back in the UK. So for example, when he gets arrested, they've got so many hours to keep him in custody. Then they can go and get the statements and then extend them hours in custody, so they've got more time to have him in the police station. Then, do you understand what I'm saying? And that's just me. They can start the whole process again with that. If they want to, they might do me, they might do him, and then they might do, if Corey and DHB have give the evidence over, they don't really need them because of the social media platforms. He threatened them, he smashed it, he admitted it on social media. They don't really need them, to be honest with you. Do you understand? They just need the police attendance and the CCTV and his admission. So they could do me 36 hours in custody on a mad malicious thing. Then they could do that other person down there that's probably done something and needs to get it sorted. There's another little 24 hours questioning and another charge. And then DHB and Corey in a different borough, different place in the country. So he's got to travel on sweatbox to different police stations to be interviewed in these police stations. He's got to be charged up in them boroughs placed before these courts. Do you get what I'm saying? So his life's going to go horrendous for him the minute he's arrested. On top of that, he might have other criminal offences that he's thought he was on his toes for, but there was no warrants issued for him. But he is wanted to be questioned, and when he arrives, he's got that as well. So his life's just took a turn for his worse. It doesn't matter if he's using this young girl who's pregnant to him. It's going to go massively wrong for the young girl. Let's just hope he doesn't lay his hands on her. You can see by his aggression, he's now using steroids. I'll tell you that for a fact. You'll see it. He's using steroids, watching 3 or 4 weeks how he shapes up dead fast, and he'll put it down to hard training. He's on the juice again. So it's going to get very messy for this this woman who's having a child, unfortunately, and that should be a concern right now with you. You've got a trapped monster, and now he's got this girl with him. He needs someone, and if you watch him, he just replaces a person every time someone goes back to their normal ways and cracks on with theirs. Someone else comes in. He can't function without someone present. He needs someone to bounce off constant. He can't sit in a room like this. If he does, he's shutting down. You know what I mean? He needs someone. So when he gets comfortable with this girl, and then this girl goes, yeah, but I've got a bail, I've got work. Yeah, but I've got to go, yeah, but no, you're not going. Can't you stay off work for a month? Oh, come on, oh please. Dead deceitful, dead manipulative. The woman in that, you know, that period before birth where emotions and oh, okay, I love you too. Oh yeah, I'll do anything for you. Start a job up in that. It's what this young girl's got going for her, mate. Unfortunately. And then he goes to jail at the pinnacle moment. Goes to jail at the pinnacle moment, but he's clickbaited for a little 6 months off the back of it. Get out when his kid's 3 or 4. Nugget, mate. He doesn't represent many men in never mind just Liverpool, mate. He doesn't rep him. Just his voice cancels him out of anyone else's city, doesn't it? Just his accent. His Liverpool accent, just no man can even inspire to be him. So they're all alright, aren't they? They're sounds, aren't they? The Manchester kids will look at him and go, ah, that's Scouse and hell with that. So he's definitely not inspiring no Manchester kid to end up like him, is he? But the Scouse kids, you know, the kids from Birkenhead, the kids from Ellesmere Port, the kids from St Helens, alongside the Scouse kids, all these kids are getting influenced. Some of them, not all of them obviously, but some of them are being influenced by him, acting like him. And now he's tapping on the page like he's going to say to someone about what it is to be a man. He's running around pulling blades out on people. As I said earlier on, mate, you need some serious credentials to be a full-blown man these days, and first and foremost is resolving problems without picking a weapon up. You use this and this. If that doesn't work, then you go to this and this. If that doesn't work, it doesn't even go to there because it's a murder charge. It's a murder charge. And that's what society is teaching the kids. They're missing this and this out of the process. There's always 3 steps. There seems to be always 3 steps in the processes. And everyone's skipping the first one. What would you do? You as a mum, what do you think do? Phone the police. Okay, so you've skipped the first process, now you're at the second one, move. Well, I'm not moving. Alright, then will you get ready for your son to be stabbed or go to jail for the time because he's defending himself. Same with that one there. You know, you're missing the talking out. You hear all these knife initiatives, knife down, fists up. It's boss. It's good. Gets in the mind. But listen, look at the title. Knives down, fists up. Knives down, talk. That's the first step. If you're missing the first step, you're just going straight to violence. And it doesn't... As I say, there's no second step after the first step, if it's violence. So you'll go to talk, first step, fist, second step. Mad consequences if it goes into the third step, isn't it? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're missing the first step and you're raising kids to go to the second step, it's second step, mad consequences. You're missing a stage, and it's the most vital stage in any conflict, and it's negotiation. It just taxes me energy, you know, this with this dickhead, mate. Honest, it just like sucks the energy out of me. Like. Got enough to deal with, you know what I mean? Instead of some little junkie whose life's ruined, basically. He just keeps on ruining himself. You see the opportunity he's had over the last 10 years, mate. He's had close to like 500,000 followers on one platform. So many on that one, so many on that one, so many on that one. He's had major legal members of society kicking in, yes, helping him along the way. And now look at him. Imagine how much is being invested in him. You know what, like, although gifts is a financial like investment, when people send them gifts, it's like an emotional one as well. You know, come on, keep going, putting a lot of faith in the money if you like sending it. It's probably why you call a dog Faith, to be honest. You know, you say put faith in this, put faith in yourself, put it's like that, isn't it? But imagine that's like letting everyone down, that in my eyes, the way he's turned out. Imagine how many people have put like faith in him. You know, supported him for years, and look how he's turned out, mate. Oh yeah, but it's just it's his upbringing. He had everything he wanted when he was a kid, didn't he? He just fell into crime because he wanted to be like his uncles. Don't even think because he was just banging one of his aunties or his ma or something like that. I think it was his auntie, to be honest. Anyway, Keep it real. Choose a life, not a knife, you sensible lads. Don't end up like a helmet like him. How's he ended up there? Started off here, being a little helmet. Over the years, instead of getting his head together, he's just become a massive helmet. And that's what you're looking at. Don't end up like that. How'd you not end up like that? I'm a helmet, but I'm a helmet here. Why am I a helmet? Because I f***ed my life up. I corrected it. Just because I'm sitting here, reformed character, now getting my life together, doesn't mean I'm not. I fucked royally, kid. But snapped out of it, got my head together. So I'm a bit of a helmet for up. He's a complete helmet that's not even trying to recover, not even trying to turn his life around and encourage you lot to not end up like him. He's a 40-year-old man encouraging you to pick up knives, take drugs, treat birds like shit, and go to jail every other year. It's not good for you, mate. It doesn't matter where you're from. Wales, Ellesmere Port, St Helens, Crosby, Liverpool. Not many in Liverpool are on him in that way anyway. It's only the little known marks that are fascinated with him. You know, them dirty attitudes. The real people of Liverpool, he brings shame to them, bring shame on them. They look at him and go, what the f***? That's what I do. I just look at him and go, wow, how no wonder people around the world think we're f***ing rats. It's not because of people like us, it's because of dickheads like that. And you get encouraged. But what do you do? You know, how do you combat hate? What's the only antidote for hate? You've heard me say it. Excuse me. Go on, what's the only antidote for hate, people? Speak to me. Love. How can you give love to him after he's done so much hate to you? Easy. Give him a bit of advice, that's caring. Hoping he understands it. Isn't it? Pack your bags and yourself in. Get your jail done, get out and look after your kids and your birds. The girl seems to have a good head on her. You know, you need someone around you who's got a good head on it. Cherish her. That's what you need to do, mate, as a father. Come in. Take it on the chin. Let the truth be known. Get out, start again. You'll still have your people. Most importantly, you'll be in your kids' lives undisturbed. No looking over your shoulder. No waiting for your bird to travel all over to bring the kid to see you. No excuse why you can't see your kid. No consistent excuse why you can't be around the woman that you supposedly love, who you're having children to. You know, you need to remove them excuses out of your life, or them barriers that's going to prevent you getting access to your woman and child, don't you? As a man. And that's a caring, constructive, you know, bit of advice for you there. Choose a life, not a knife, lad. Trust me, mate. Think about what you're doing with your life.